Grown Man Record Night is broadcast in front of a live studio audience. Hey everybody!
Oh,
Kachonga. Kachonga. Hey Ryan. Kachonga.
Cameraman.
Oh, I got you.
Hey folks, we appreciate you joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. Special Friday night we got going on here.
Crazy
lift up
crew.
and push in, and then keep it stuck in.
Fix the shot while I'm at it.
Yeah, lift it up and stick in there.
That's what she said.
There we go. Leave it. Drop it. Drop it. Walk away.
My legs have
Walk
never
away.
looked whiter
Walk
in my
away.
life.
Shot.
Walk away.
I've never looked
right.
so white in my life.
You do look really white, Jay.
Thank you.
It's because you cut all your Waylon Jennings hair
That's what I
off.
was going. That's what I was going for.
Why did you cut all your Waylon Jennings hair off, by the way?
By the way, that was last week. Thanks for noticing.
I know you did. I know. We got comments.
Oh,
There were some comments.
it's springtime. It's warm outside.
Yeah, I'm getting to cut my hair off.
You are?
Because that same reason. Yeah, I got a big old bush of hair going on.
It's springtime. The beard may be next this week.
I've been telling everybody I got Conway Twitty hair going on.
Yeah, I got a 14-month-old son. He didn't even notice I cut my fucking hair. You would think your kid would like say something or like make a face or something. He didn't even notice.
Maybe he don't know about it.
I don't know, maybe he doesn't.
What does he know?
Nothing. He's 14 months.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so we got a great show coming up your way tonight. We got a epic dig of the week with a couple of special guests coming up.
We got some guests in the house.
Some of the guests
Special
here.
guests. Local celebrities in the music business.
Hey,
as they say.
and one local celebrity hadn't been here in 2.5 years, maybe.
Okay.
If you remember we'll tease it. We'll call this a deep tease in the business, Jay.
In the business.
We'll talk about the nasal napalm episode. So if you remember that episode, that's episode 12. This is episode 167. That's how many weeks in between. Yeah.
That's 154 weeks.
However long that's been.
3 weeks? 4
Yeah.
weeks? 5 weeks?
I mean, we're friends, but we're not like friends. Yeah.
Cool.
So anyhow, we got some other special
Exciting
guests.
Exciting show.
So to
Steve
speak,
needs
chip chat.
Steve, we're missing Steve. You know, Steve's
We're
got
missing-
to get well soon, Steve, wherever you are.
Steve and
Little
Nipsey
Steve.
Russell hanging out this week.
Speaking of Nipsey, Nipsey gained a new band member.
We're going to talk about
Today.
that in a minute.
Brian Johnson passed away today
At the ripe age of
70.
what? What?
78.
What? How old, Jay?
All right.
What is it?
I didn't know Keith Emerson blew his brains out.
We're coming to that.
I know. We'll get
Well,
to that.
actually, I mean, you've
That's-
breached the subject. We don't really start with this a whole lot of times, but if
that
news
makes me cringe.
if
that-
news organizations can go 6 hours and call shit breaking news, so can we. So what we have here is breaking news on Grown Man Record Night this evening. Came out just really late this afternoon, early this evening, and we're talking the Keith Emerson passed away, and I use the term loosely because when I say passed away, he had some kind of nerve problem that was going to progressively get worse, and he went, of course, legendary organist, pianist. And so not only did he lost, he could only play piano and organ with 8 fingers versus 10, knew it was going to get worse, and offed himself. This is I'm getting this from TMZ.
Yeah.
Shot himself, killed himself. Keith Emerson, dead at 71, I believe.
Yeah.
Legendary, and we played some tracks this evening to honor that. Some Emerson, Lake and Palmer, as well as some Nice. So we
That's a shame. They were touring, I believe, a year or two ago. I could be wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm
Jay.
wrong a lot.
You're
of
wrong.
time,
Put on some Mitchell. You're starting to sweat because you're wrong.
But they were touring, from what I heard, and
You know,
it's a shame. I
your
didn't know-
sweatshirt's kind of a Mitchum green color.
I know.
I kind of enjoy that. Makes
It's,
me a little happy.
But you know, if he had a degenerative disease with his fingers,
Yeah.
it's sad that he had to kill himself. But
You know, a modified version of what Stanhope says, but if it's, especially at 71, if you're 3/4 of the way through the movie and it sucks, it's probably not going to get any better.
That's what she said.
So,
I agree.
it's time to check out, baby.
I agree.
Uh,
By the way,
yes, Jay, explain
can I
yourself.
make a PSA?
Absolutely,
about-
you can. It's your show, Jay. It's just, I'll pay the mortgage on it, but you can just have your own show. Do it.
Does this show cost money?
Oh, phew, so much. What I'm going to need is people to send
I have a
me
problem.
lots of loose
I have a problem on
bills.
social media. They get their political advising through stand-up comedians.
Right.
I don't know. It just kind of. I saw some things that offended me this week that a
Oh.
popular stand-up comedian said about
A Jake?
a candidate,
Yeah.
and it
Did you
kind
get
of just
offended?
struck a nerve, you know. And I just think people shouldn't get their political views from a stand-up comedian.
I saw Hillary Clinton this week.
How was she?
Pantsuity, and
How far away
Vocal?
were you?
we were in a high school gymnasium. If she was 3/4 court, I was underneath the basket.
So you were making a pass. You could have made a pass to Kevin Wheat easily.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I could have won. I could have threw her a wiffle ball. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Wiffle ball.
Interesting.
I could have tossed her one and say, "Yo, Hill."
Over here.
She would have called it up, straight up.
Yep.
I think so.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was all right.
That's the best thing you had to do this week. It's been a
The
pretty good
best
week.
thing I had to do,
I don't know what was the best thing you did this week.
I don't know.
I bowled my career high this morning. by the
Okay,
way.
it's back
That
on
was
the bowling
best
tip.
thing.
So what are we
that was
talking
the best
here?
thing I did this week. I bowled a 181 this week.
That's legit.
I took a lesson on Tuesday. As the viewership would know, I'm now taking up bowling. I'm taking
Yeah.
lessons and all this
Seriously,
good
Jay's
stuff.
taking up serious bowling
And my goal is to bowl in the NC State Open in June.
in June.
This is all truthful. And I bowled my career high today, 181.
What was your other games though? Were they way off? Around
Around
the mark.
40s, 150s. No, I had an average of about 160 today, but good shot.
Good shot.
But yeah, so that's an update.
That's cool.
And we're still taking sponsors, by the way.
For the bowling team?
Yeah,
absolutely.
For the bowling
Of course we are.
team.
I will say, if you joined us early this evening,
No, it's come
would-
back to us. That's the first time.
you would know that early in the evening we had a little technical difficulty. I don't have all my graphics and videos and shit loaded in like I normally do.
Well, the devil entered your computer last time.
Well,
I
no,
heard.
this is what happened. Okay, I've been running, what I run the Grown Man Record Night, the Ustream producer program on is Windows 7. It's a program called Producer from Ustream. And it's a very wonky program, especially to get a legit camera to run through it, which we've kind of had to trick it to do that. Worst. And so what we did was, I've had a free upgrade to Windows 10, as many of you PC users will have had.
Thank God I don't have one.
But I've been really reluctant to put off the upgrade because I knew Ustream Producer is so weird that I would probably upgrade and the shit wouldn't work. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I've been real reluctant, but I wanted to reserve.
Ustream's pretty up on that stuff.
And I wanted to, no, they're terrible.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
Ustream.
bot. Sorry, Ustream bot.
Ustream.
But so anyhow, I was been real reluctant to upgrade. While apparently they had scheduled one for me, I didn't know it. And while I slept last night, they upgraded me to Windows 10. So I woke up and all the shit we used to produce the show and make the show every week here was all fucked up. Everything was gone.
Did you just use the F word?
Oh my God, the camera was messed up.
Can
I
we
couldn't
edit
bring in the
that out?
graphics, so I had to start fresh with a brand new program. So I don't have all the buttery stuff in here, but
Yeah, no.
it's been quite an ordeal, and it's still, I mean, it's a new operating system, so there's still things to figure out, and I'm doing this in the process of broadcasting a live internet program, Jay, and that creates quite a situation.
Well, now you got something to work on.
There's a level of anxiety involved, and I mean, it's supposed to be an easy Friday. You only get one Friday a week, and I'm trying to take advantage of it, but what ends up happening is the anxiety is just, it's flowing. It's butterflying all over my fucking face, Jay, and it's, oh man, I don't know.
Did you get it worked out? That's all.
I got it worked out so far. But anyhow. Hey, one more thing we wanted to mention before we get into what we played this evening is, because we got a lot of records to get through on what we played and Dig of the Week stuff.
A lot of records.
As well as a great soda and a great chip we got coming up here. But we lost a great this week. Not only Keith Emerson, but George Martin passed. And
I saw that. The fifth Beatles, they call it.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And so we played a little bit of that to honor George Martin this evening. But, I mean, George Martin, what a huge influence in not only just pop music in general.
Yeah, he did a lot more than the Beatles. I mean,
sure, but not just the music, but the relationship between the producer and the band is that really was orchestrated. That connection between a producer and a band and how they work together, that's George Martin all day long.
well, if I say he's the fifth member, I mean, he had a pretty influential part of the band. I mean, if the members come out and say that, I mean,
I think you see not only the techniques, but the interpersonal stuff. You still see in recordings nowadays.
I think
all the different bands.
I think from a recording point of view, you hear about people spend billions of dollars, or not billions, millions of dollars to get the sound.
Tepulets of
and they were
millions.
recording off of 4-track.
Sure.
And they were the first band to do that. And they got a good sound off that. And it takes a good engineer, producer to get that sound.
Sure. And I think
and he was ahead of his time.
Even more so for a lot of different people, it probably takes a lot just to get that type of performance out of the band that you know that they're capable of.
Well, because they're always at odds at some point.
Of course. Bands are terrible people. Musicians are awful human beings.
Most bands hate each other.
All bands hate everybody that does anything ever.
That's every person that's walked this earth.
That's a pretty broad generalization. Are you wearing shoes, Jay? Yeah, you got shoes.
Vans.
Are those checkered socks?
They're Vans this week.
They seem checkery.
Sorry.
Let's talk a little bit about, if I can find the graphic, because everything's out of order now, because like I talked about.
Yeah, what did we play today?
The
breaking news?
Yeah,
Did we talk about breaking news?
We did talk about breaking news. Keith Emerson, because you jumped the shark on it, so we had to talk about
Don Johnson?
What's his problem?
Don Johnson lost his hearing this week. Mick Bronson.
What about Robbie Roby?
What about Robbie Russell?
Somebody hand me a bush.
Reggie Roby, the punter for the Dolphins?
Yeah, Reggie Roby.
Yes.
James is a Dolphins fan. We're going to talk about what we played this week.
Yeah, you wore a watch when he punted. Yes.
Yeah,
right. Somebody else knows that, but me.
I love that he said he's the greatest punter ever. He wore a watch while he punted. He has the greatest record of distance, but he wore a watch while he punted. Okay, Jay.
Spectacle.
Shit. Let's get it going, Jay.
All right,
started out with some stuff what we played. We're going to try to rifle through this, folks. Let's get it going. Everybody take a lap. Warm up.
Come on,
warm up
Daddy.
with us.
Let's go, Big Daddy.
2 lines, man. Let me see 2 lines of you. You ready to hurt? Miller, why don't you cut that mess off your neck? Formerly made Jay pass out. Story about me, my football coach told me to cut my rat tail off.
That killed.
Jay literally passed out for me saying that.
This was last week?
Nah, it was like a year ago.
A year ago. I said that and Jay went.
Literally
on the
went
floor.
down. Yeah.
We had to call an ambulance, which was very porky because of barbecue. I don't care. I don't care about comedy. Started out with what was on the table. I left it over. Girlfriend left it over, actually.
Yeah.
Faith No More. It's a musical vinyl reissue of the album of the year. It's got the comes stock with those sticky Blake sleeves with the flaps over the top, which irritate the shit out of me.
The MOV though has a really good reputation for.
They really do. They've had a few that they've missed the mark on, but for the most part, those reissues have been.
I got the appetite.
Fucking.
Yeah, I've got the Appetite for Destruction MOV, and it sounds really good.
I have a couple of Faith No Mores. I know the Miles Davis Kinda Blue is a musical vinyl reissue. It sounds.
Is that a blue vinyl?
Phenomenal. No, it's not blue. You're blue. Why are you so blue, Jay?
Your mother's blue.
Hey, and a tribute to Keith Emerson. I was actually looking for Tarkus to play first since it was earlier, but this came up first as Brain Salad Surgery. Picked this up for a couple of bucks.
It's my favorite one.
It's got the H.R. Geiger die-cut cover, of course. Legendary, man. And Keith Emerson, probably at some of his best. 73 on Manicure. That's Keith Emerson right up there, man.
You know what brain solid surgery means?
What does it mean?
Getting a blowjob.
Okay, Jay. It's a family show. You're all talking about.
Just being honest. Sorry, Spencer.
You're talking about mouth sex.
Sorry, Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer's a young man. He's probably heard blowjob before.
Who's Spencer's son? Male theologian?
Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, cover his ears up, Aaron.
Yeah.
Penis.
No, he probably wouldn't do that. He's a Democrat. He wouldn't do that.
Nice guy, that male theologian.
Oh, now that you talk shit about his kid,
I didn't
Jay.
talk
You want
shit about his kid. I
no. Now
said
you want to.
Cover his ears. Is all I said. I mean,
I picked
I
this
said
up.
blowjob in front of my son last week.
I told a blowjob joke my first time ever doing stand-up at a party, and I did a blowjob joke in front of a 3-year-old. A 3-year-old at my knees, literally.
Did he?
Is that part of the blowjob?
Yeah, I was going to
It was
say.
no, it
Where's
wasn't.
that going?
It wasn't. But after that, you heard like 4 or 5 people go. And it was like, all right, Mike Miller, everybody. And I'm like, yeah, all
Did
right.
anybody cover the kids' ears? Did you get any earmuffs?
It was terrible.
Where was this at?
It was at a,
Was it a Christmas party?
Yeah.
Something like that.
it was a party. It was a party where
Like an adult party for your job?
oh, goes, yeah, it was at my job. I got 6 different kinds of moonshine, and I'm like, oh, for real? Open those up. Somebody's like, man, you should do like 5 minutes, and I'm like, I got a tight 5 I can do real quick. Oh, geez, I just opened that one.
That's funny. Yeah, drink it fast.
You get one.
I got one. Right
You
here.
got
Pussy your whole life, baby.
yeah,
Yeah, you can.
You're all cheap.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, what are we playing next? We got a lot of show to do here.
Got a lot of show. Picked it up last week. Ramsey Lewis Trio.
Love that
Potluck.
Ramsey Lewis. On Argo.
On Argo, baby. Jazz label.
Oh, no, the jazz label.
Great stuff. Really stoked to pick that up. A decent copy. Had a little crickly crackly, but not too much. And I was really stoked to pick that
That
up.
was in bargain, man.
Should.
Yeah, $2 record. A little Buzz Oven. We played with these guys. Remember Buzz Oven from around here?
Yeah, heroin. Yeah.
Yeah, Heroin. There you go. This is a girlfriend's record. She picked this up.
Where were they from?
That's Freeman Mill Tavern days there.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We in Pork Chop,
man,
we
you're
played
like-
with Buzz Oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Remember
sure.
the Freeman Mill Tavern?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the heat gun, the
those
heat
guys,
cannon.
Those guys were all doing heroin in that blue bus Burley had out back.
Yeah, they loved it.
They loved
Are y'all
heroin.
playing the benefit, by the way?
I don't think so. I don't know anything about
The
it.
Burley benefit.
3 days for Burley or whatever they're called.
Oh,
I'm dripping all over myself.
I think Jay
What's-
got in there through Daggy Booking.
Deggy. It's a touchy situation. Another dig of the week from last week,
last week,
Bootsy's
yeah.
Rubber Band. These boot is made for funkin'.
This is the early 80s one that...
No, it's not. I don't think so. It's not.
I like the-
79.
I like the warning right there.
79. So it's good stuff, man. It's funky. It's got a hint of disco, but it's
79.
still Bootsy Collins. You know what I mean?
Oh, it sounds like Bootsy Collins.
Oh, absolutely. Terrific bass player, of course. And a little George Martin tribute. We had to bust out the Beatles Blue. This is a compilation. And me and Jay both agreed. Side 2 of this record, which includes The Walrus, Hello Goodbye, The Foot on the Hill, Magical Mystery Tour, Lady Madonna, Hey Jude, and Revolution. Revolution, which I remember is the first time I remember seeing a Nike Air commercial, the Air Revolution.
This is, I don't need to show this in the thing.
When we toured with the Beatles.
We did tour the Beatles. It was a good time.
Is this the minty one you got from your mother?
I've got, yeah, it is. It is.
You gave me, because you gave me one.
I
a couple
gave
weeks
you
ago,
one, and I'll have 2 other copies.
and I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So
I got one for 49 cents.
this is my favorite era of the Beatles.
Yeah, the red compilation is great, but I don't like that era of the Beatles very much. Just I want to hold your hand.
Red,
You know,
red's not a good look for them.
bubblegum pop kind of business, and that's more of the Psyche Beatles that everybody loves. And continued with a little tribute to Keith Emerson. I played the Nice record.
Nice.
And I believe this was a VCLT from our buddy Greeno up in West Virginia. Great record, man. 73 on CBS. A great group that Emerson played with,
Yeah.
as well as Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And what a terrific album.
Is that
great
him?
stuff.
Is that
Yeah,
him?
that is him, Jay.
Okay,
Good
good.
job. You want me to show another picture of him?
No, I just didn't know.
I'll show a picture of him. You want me to do it, Jay?
Sure.
There's another picture of them. Look at there. Look at all them patch cords, baby.
That's the one I saw today, yeah.
That's the one you saw on, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Terry at?
Sucking on a fag.
Whoa!
All right. Okay, everybody stand.
Smoking a cigarette.
Okay. Well, I'll hold off on this. And mystery guest, why don't you tell us about this record? Jay can hold it up.
Yeah,
Mystery guest
yeah.
can talk about it.
CeeLo Green.
Is this
Yeah, what
yours?
is that?
Yep.
The price was
His,
right
his
on
first
it.
solo album he did, I think. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's some good hip hop, man. I'm real picky with hip hop. That's a pretty good
$5.95
one.
for a 2-record set. I
Before he
mean,
got old Gnarls Barkley with it.
Yeah. That's a good record, though.
Good record.
So that pretty much encompasses of what we played this evening.
Well, you missed the fucking legend.
No, we did, but we'll get to that in Dig of the Week. So I want to be able to talk about it. Since he stepped outside, that's okay. But that pretty much encompasses what we played. And Jay, you got some records you want to talk about in Dig of the
I
Week.
got a ton of records. How many do you have?
I just got 2. Actually, they're in there. I didn't even grab them. I need somebody to grab them for me. Well, you bust a few, Jay. Or
Okay.
what?
Yeah, are we going to Dig of the Week or what we played?
No, we just did what we
Well,
played.
you got the graphic.
I know. I'm looking for the other one. I told you, Jay. Everything's all messed up.
Sorry.
I told you, everything's all messed up. I don't even see the Dig of the Week graphics. Everybody, hold on.
All right, hold on one
Jay, tell me a story.
goddamn second.
No, Jay, tell me a story. I'm putting you on the spot. Do
About
it now.
what?
You got to do it now. It's got to be good.
You want to hear another story about Coach A? We talked about last week. We got some comments on
We
that
did.
story last
You know,
week.
our buddy talked about that on.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I don't remember the story.
Coach Hand.
Coach, I don't even remember what you said.
You said no, you.
I said
You
it.
said it, but he gave you a hand job in the locker room in school.
Parking lot.
What?
Yeah.
I said that about Coach A.
Yeah. So,
I don't.
which really isn't true. He wouldn't do that. I don't think.
You don't think he would?
Now, Coach Carter maybe, but not him. Coach Lawrence would be doing that.
You think? Wow.
Sorry, Spencer.
Hey, everybody, hang on. I got to switch audio channel. Yeah, so now we're going to go right into a Dig of the Week, and Jay's got a few
All right,
things
we
we're
got
going
a
to talk about.
guest
Then
the guest
we're going
on
to bring
standby ready.
Then we're going to bring some special guests
Yeah.
on. So Jay, why don't you talk about it?
Special music, special guests, special. It's a special show.
It is special.
I walked into.
I've got the biggest period scab I've ever had in my life going on. What
is
you got
that
to
at?
do?
Now tell me, where's your period scat? Majora
Well,
or the
it goes
menorah?
no, it goes right over the whole job. And what you got to do is got to get the edge worked up. You get it worked up underneath your fingernail, and you got a little lip you can deal with, and then you start pulling that. You pulling that period scab,
all right.
pulling it off, Jay.
All right.
It's like an oval, and you pull it.
All right.
You got some records just talk
Yeah,
about?
I got a lot, so we'll go through these really fast. I'm not gonna get up and show each one. Last week we talked about Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass. What Greenway? I didn't have it.
That's right. You
It's one
mentioned
of
that.
the few records that is a staple in the record collecting around. I was probably one of the few. I walked in. Today's been a great day, by the way. Like today's been one of those days where nothing can go wrong.
Really?
I got a job interview next week at a really good job. I bowled my highest game ever. I had my son all afternoon. He was in a great mood. We took him out. And I went to my favorite record store this evening. And this record was, I've been looking for.
It's all coming up, Jay.
It was sitting up on the dollar section, very first record I walked in there. And something was right. This is a Herb Alpert. Whipped
Whipped cream and other delights.
And
You love it, man.
yeah,
Oh, what a
it's
great
not
record.
It's not, we were just talking about last week, though, and I was just like, this is one of those staple records I don't have in my collection.
That's one of those I immediately was like, well, I'm gonna pick that up for Jay.
Yeah, and it just, something happened. I walked in there and it was there, and it made my day. So, let me give you a little just a quick backstory.
Absolutely, Jay.
I go to my favorite record store today, and I haven't bought records all week.
Where'd you go restaurant-wise for prom?
That
much of a
Lucky
back-
32.
that much of a
actually.
backstory?
Lucky 32.
Okay.
But no, I walked into my favorite record store in Greensboro, Hippo Records everywhere in Greensboro, by the way. I haven't bought anything forever, and I wasn't intending on really buying a lot. I just was going to go see if he happened to have something that stood out to me. But I always buy when I go to him, though. I mean, even if it's like a $5 record and some dollar records, I always buy something. So I walk in there, look through the recent arrivals, don't really see anything because he puts his stuff online. And about 2 minutes after I'm in there, I see that Herb Alpha record first thing. And 2 minutes I'm in there, he comes and he's like, hey man, like somebody just left you or something. He's like, thought about you. Had a lot of records come in the other day.
Okay.
And
Warm it up, Chris.
You know, 16.
I'm about to.
Had a lot of 16 records come in the other day.
Nice.
All metal records from the 80s.
Okay.
He's like, about 2/3 of them are dollar records, but I thought about you, and he's like, if you want them all, $15 for the whole thing.
Wow, okay.
And I was looking at what I had, and I just put it down. I was like, all right, cool. And checked out. Didn't even really look at the records themselves, but he said they're dollar records for the most part.
Did I miss period scabs?
Yeah.
You did.
Do you have a story?
A period scab
Do you have a story?
No,
No.
watching on a couple.
They're like fruit roll-ups.
Hey-o.
Just a lot ironier.
So,
Like a rusted coin.
hey,
It's kind of like
silver or copper?
What smells like pennies in here?
But yeah, so he's like, I got this lot of records you can have. 16 records, you get like $15 are yours. He's like, most of them are dollar records, but there's a couple of rare ones in there.
Okay.
So this is what I ended up with. I already had this.
Yeah, you gave that to me.
You guys, one of you guys, I got two of them came with us. So you guys can split them up between you. Here you go. You got somebody else can have. Y'all can have the other. You can have both of them. Whatever.
Yeah, look
I
at
don't know.
Jay coming through now.
They might be dollar records, but it's all good. So, often there, I made Power Slave textured cover. Are you kidding me?
Whoa,
I mean, that was in there.
nice.
This was the one he said was rare. Exodus, Bonded by Blood.
Never seen that.
I believe it's the late 80s Exodus. He says it's
Wow.
a fucking killer Exodus. He said it's hard to find. So,
That's awesome.
That was
man.
rad.
Yeah, I would love to have that.
Rad, bro.
Motley Crue, Theater of Pain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was in the lot.
Yeah, this is all. This is
All a lot.
100%
It's a lot. I'll flip this desk over.
Cinderella
yeah,
Night
Night
Songs.
Songs.
Yeah, man.
Dude, Cinderella.
Which I just picked up Cinderella. I already have this, but it's a better copy. Kiss Love Gun.
Yeah. That's what I told cameraman. We were talking earlier this week. We were watching Runway, the movie where Gene Simmons is the bad guy, and he's
Is that the
shooting.
one that gets shot in the very end of the
With
high
the little
building?
robots.
Yeah,
Yes,
the little
yes,
spider
yes, yes,
robot.
yes.
And I was like, man, he doesn't shoot smart bullets. Gene Simmons shoots.
When did Tom Slick?
Gene Simmons shoots a Love's gun.
It was.
Yeah.
It was Tom Selleck.
Yeah, what?
A really good copy of Van Halen too, which I already had.
Yeah,
but
nice.
another
Oh, good stuff.
Wasp.
Oh, I don't have any Wasp.
Self-titled.
I want some Wasp.
Yes. Wasp self-titled.
That's good stuff.
Highway to Hell, which I already had.
Boo! AC/DC, the worst band that ever lived.
What? I can't hear that.
Exactly.
Dancing Undercover by Rat.
Yeah, and I like some Rat now.
Yes.
Jay
Yeah,
saying.
you need a segue so
What
we
is-
can all shotgun some
Yeah.
beers.
Shotgun beer time.
Oh yeah. I don't know if that's Rat self. I don't know much about Rat, but
Segue.
so I guess it's their self-titled debut. And
Which one?
Wow.
What is it?
I don't know. Is that self-titled?
Warren DeMartini.
Wow, that's. I don't have that one.
Another Wasp. Blind in Texas.
Alright, Tom.
This is a single, 12-inch. I think it's live, I believe. So, yep, September '84.
Care about things.
That's a cool back cover. Look at that cat on that. You see that on the back?
Pretty chill, I
Look at
mean.
that.
Right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. That'd make a great tattoo.
This was really cool.
That was
Megadeth.
a 1998 douchebag.
Megadeth, so
Oh,
good, so so good, so what?
Nice.
1988. Are you kidding me?
That's killer, man.
Exciter.
What is that?
Long Live the Loud. That's an 80s.
Striker.
That's an
I've got some
80s.
Striper.
Very 80s metalish.
Shout at the devil.
There's some
The hell
Oh,
with that.
they're Canadian.
professional
Okay.
mullets on the
They're
back.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Professional mullets.
Motley Crue Too Fast for Love.
Okay.
They're
All right.
rock, eh?
Okay.
Look at balls, eh?
Finally.
Oh!
This is for our
Oh
host.
no! Oh no!
I know
It
you
was
wanted
been
that
on my
one.
short
I
list.
want to know you'd wanted that one
Are
for
you
a long
kidding
time.
me? Oh, let me put up the me and Steve Fever version of
Yeah,
this. We were
that's
just
not
talking
the
about
best. It's not the best condition, but it's
Whoa.
Playable. So
I'm gonna put up the Grown Man Record Night version of this cover. Look at the difference.
there is no difference.
There is no
You
difference.
guys. I'll do.
Huh?
Except the colors are reversed.
You're reversed, Jay.
Look at that. It's pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good meme.
That is epic.
Yeah.
So much that Kitty just ran through. Yeah, it's Dig of the Week. Why'd I click on that? Because I'm a retard. That's
Yeah,
why.
that's for you.
Dude,
So,
Jay, much obliged, man.
That's not the best, but it's got the book. He said the book is
does?
intact.
Wow.
So
Yeah, it does. That really, that's a big hole in my collection is volume 4. And one
he
of
said the
hold that up
booklet. He
close.
said the booklet alone intact was
Wow.
worth it. So.
Oh, I just made babies all
Oh
over,
Lord.
all over the internet. Oh my
That's
God.
pretty cool. So. There you
Oh
go.
my God, my baby.
Good for
force.
you.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
a green label too. So.
You know, Jay, on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's what happens to good dudes
I hope that's not soon.
that
but, you
do
know.
shit. So I tell you what, we got some special guests coming in.
Yeah, let's.
Well, but that'll
They're
make a
gonna
mess. I
shotgun
don't
on-
know if we can do
I
that.
heard they're going shotgun on air. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't talking about this here.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. No, we can't do that. Hang on. Hang on. Well, hang on. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We have to wait.
You gotta do it when you get on camera, right?
But it'll squirt.
Absolutely.
It'll squirt. It'll squirt. All right. Are we switching it? Switch.
Let's go to a commercial. Do I have a
No, no,
commercial?
it's not time for a commercial.
Do I have
Actually,
are we on a graphic?
And now
We're on a
working
graphic.
from our sponsor.
we're on a graphic. But it's a good point you said that, Jay, because I didn't bring in any graphics. I mean, any commercials for this week. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through and pick out some shit for this week. As we're talking here, man, we got some great guests coming in, and the best guests. Who's first? We got some people coming on first. As I'm picking,
Coming on second.
the camera's not hot because I'm still picking. I'm picking. I'm picking some. Hey, you kick this light off. Turn this light back on. When you walk through, Jay, you cut it off. What? What happened?
Wah, wah.
All right, hang on, everybody. I'm bringing in some stuff, and we got our first special guest.
I don't know how special. How does this work? Like that?
Yeah, this is so special that this hasn't happened in like 100 and some episodes. We got our man James Hilton joining us for the first time in 4 fucking ever. If you've ever seen the napalm, nasal napalm episode, which is very popular,
Very popular.
and I still crave that shit. Do you still have any of that?
I have a almost full bottle I should have brought with me.
Really?
Didn't even think about
I
it.
need to buy some of that because it's very destructive, very at first. And by the end of when we were doing, I noticed we were like both like getting massive.
You start to crave it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's exhilarating.
oh, absolutely, it's like a
Amazing.
whip it in food.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on in there.
They're spraying each other in the face with liquids.
Yeah,
Spray him in the face.
there's liquids going on everywhere. So for the Grown Man Record Night rookies, James and I played together in the 5 L's for many, many, many years, and was an early guest on the
It's kind of a big deal.
on the Grown Man Record Night. Oh, it was a very big deal. Right behind you, we have a VIP pass to the Slayer Mastodon Kill Switch Engage show.
They loved us.
Yeah, the whole crowd and
Loved
all
it.
those bands loved it when we played.
They loved it the whole time.
Yeah, they didn't throw rocks and or
And
ice at us.
celebratory rock. I mean, when you rock out, you throw rocks, right?
They called our singer the N-word.
Well, yeah,
They did.
it's fairly fitting.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. But
It was
They
a
loved
raucous. It was a raucous crowd. Raucous.
either way.
Yep, there you go. Jay just figured out the light that he knocked off.
I like to do
Okay.
that.
Yeah. But anyhow, so we appreciate you coming back to us, James. You got some stuff
Right
for Dig of
now.
the Week. Oh, look at Meow.
Let's talk about some things right now.
Yeah, you got some records you want to talk about.
Yeah? I just got a few.
Talk about a few of them, or zip through all of them, or whatever.
Well, here, I'll grab
Just some stuff that you played. Hey, did you grab the 2 records? I got 2 records on the couch tonight.
How many records do you have on the
A
couch?
tomb of couch.
Tube?
Tube.
A tube or
There's
a tube?
there's a whole
Is it
tube.
a tube
There's a tube of records.
or a tube?
I got a tube of records. in
Tube,
there.
okay. Yeah,
There's
I'll
a
look
tube,
for that.
a whole tube of records. Shoot a.
All right.
James is going to tell us about it now.
Got a few things. Yeah. We're going to talk about right now.
Hey, tell us before you get started. I saw something a little while ago. You're playing a cover band now with your wife,
Yes.
and you're gonna. You guys are getting ready to open for a band in Greensboro, North Carolina. Now, I heard it's going to be Living Color.
That is true,
Not the
sir.
TV show.
You're gonna be opening up for Living Color.
Yes, sir.
Vernon Reed,
Vernon Reed, all original, yeah.
Corey Glover.
Corey Glover, Will Calhoun, the whole
Key and
the whole crew.
Yeah, Key and
And-
Peele.
and the
They're the
ba-
Key and Peele of the rock and roll scene.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
That's pretty awesome. Dude, I was such a big Living Color fan.
Me too. It's
Yeah,
gonna be pretty
I
cool
mean,
to see
yeah.
him in Green Street. Too.
Yeah.
April
I,
2nd, get your tickets.
I even bought Time's Up,
Time's up.
which I really enjoyed that record. No, that was CD, I think.
Borscht. Disc.
Somebody opened the window. All right. I had just belches, a lot of stomach acid.
Smells like
It's
mustard
been a
and
rough
shame.
week for Mikey Bananas, and a lot of stomach acid building
Yeah.
up. I might. I'm thinking about when we finish the show up. I'm thinking about murdering a whole bunch of homeless people and hoping nobody ever finds out about it.
I won't say a word. I won't say a word. Just leave my dad alone.
No, totally. I'll stay away from the. No. See? All right. See?
Why don't you just blow a whole bunch of
No.
homeless people and hope that they find
All right. Please continue. Dig of the week. Dig of the week. Dig of the week.
I got several digs.
Do
here.
it, man. Do it.
This is a 7-inch from the Secret Chiefs 3.
Nice.
Very rare. It's got the
Which one
the
is that?
electromagnetic Azoth and Balance of the 19.
Nice.
Pretty rare piece of vinyl here. I picked this up when I saw them play in Asheville many moons ago. But,
Oh yeah, I saw him in Raleigh. This was a couple of years previous to that, probably. I was there.
And then I have another one from the Secret Chiefs, and this is kind of a cool one because this is their traditionalist lineup.
I have one of the traditionalists, but not that one.
The special thing about this one is that it has Mr. Mikey Patton on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And it's like an old Western style kind of song, but it's kind of it's just kind of the first time that that Patton and Trace Bruins have teamed up in a long time.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a possible window for a Mr. Bungle
Oh my
reunion
God.
one of these
Yeah,
days.
we'll see.
I mean, he got back with Faith No More. That was less
It's
likely.
true.
So
It's true.
anything can happen. But Secret Chiefs 3, the traditionalist with Mike Patton. Next, I have a 7-inch from Candiria. And I haven't even listened to it yet, so it'll
Oh,
be
wow.
a debut for this show.
That drummer, man, the guy that kind of orchestrates the
Kenneth
whole
Shaw,
Ken-
he's amazing.
with the big, tall knees and the lanky hands, and the way he
And the
commands a
small
drum
kid,
set.
He's amazing.
He looks like a teenager on a toddler kit.
But the cool thing about this is the Invaders 7-inch, and side A is Invaders, which is a song written by Iron Maiden.
Oh wow!
So it's Candiria covering Iron Maiden, so it's going to be pretty sick. And I haven't even listened to it. They're out of Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
718. But next I have a 7-inch from a rather local band. I'm not sure exactly where they're from. This is a 2014 release from a band called The Othermen.
Nice.
I saw them open up for Bloodshot Bill.
Yep.
And they do like kind of a dirty punk rockabilly kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, Bloodshot Bill's
And,
kind of rockabilly.
Yeah, and these are all some young guys, and I think I saw them at College Hill.
Yeah.
And
Sundries.
College Hill Sundries. I got this 7-inch and I got a 12-inch from them as well. I haven't listened to this one yet either, so that'll be a new one.
Hang on, I gotta get it kind of Tupac up for the rest of the show.
Get Tupac with it. I've also got the Faith No More Superhero 7-inch single.
Nice.
It has Superhero and it also has a remix, which we may throw on the remix because I believe Terry brought the full length of this album.
Yeah, which was delayed like for fucking ever.
Bring the full length.
Which we got, yeah. Well, I mean, his full length is a 2-inch album.
Hello.
This is probably the one I'm most excited about playing tonight. It's Candiria, Beyond Reasonable Doubt.
Man.
It's a color disc, pretty trippy, freaky looking,
Nice.
but one of the best bands ever. So I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, I've not really listened to Candiria in a long time.
So,
I like them. I haven't listened to them. It's one of those bands.
well, we're gonna listen to some.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do things. Then of course, you know, you got the classics like Tool, Undertow.
Nice.
Can't go wrong with that. And then I recently
Now,
found,
this is the one that I'm like, what the fuck? Jay, did you see this earlier? Did you see this earlier?
What do you call it?
yeah, brand new, fully sealed, never been opened. Queens of the Stone Age, Songs for the Deaf, the album that Dave Grohl played drums on.
That's from back in the day, though.
From
That's
back-
not a
yeah.
reissue.
This isn't a reissue. This was
And it's fucking sealed.
yeah, that's 2003-ish, I think, 2003, 2004, something like that.
That's pretty
Dude,
good.
that's worth a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And yeah, has never been opened, but I've, you know, have the CD and I've listened to it 1,000 times at least. But good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Thought it was worth noting.
Oh, it's
on-
one
on
Queens I don't
camera.
have. Hold that guy up. We got to hold at least that one up. I mean,
Hold it up.
that's a rare. I mean, that's one of the rarer records we've held up here. Not only is it an OG, but it's sealed.
Still taut with plastic.
It is taut.
It's taut. That's 2003, I believe. In that region, in that sector
That's
somewhere.
craziness right there.
It's bananas.
What's Tari?
I don't know. Somebody fetch Tari.
Do some more while we're waiting on him. Or you want to do mine?
Dude, some more?
I'll do mine too. I picked up 2 records this week. Now these are 2 records from a record store I've not been to in quite a while. Earshot, Winston-Salem. It's not one I go to a whole lot anymore for no particular reason.
You're not a good person.
But so they had I'd heard a tip that had a bunch of really great jazz records come in, and so I went in and checked them out. They had some Blue Notes in there that were, they had some
Just a tip.
$25, $50, $60 Blue Notes in there. Cool. That's not my bag.
I like the brown notes.
Absolutely. But I did pick up another Jimmy McGriff record that I don't have. It's Step One. This is the
Little Jimmy McGriff.
dude, organ and blues band, Step One. And this thing I sampled on YouTube, and this shit, it's an original shrink. Funky business. It blurs that line between jazz, soul, funk.
And
Better than anybody that I really know.
Fred's uncle.
business.
Yeah, Fred McGriff, ball cap Sammy. If you want to see a guy wear a good ball cap, look back on Fred McGriff. All right, Mitch Williams.
Any chance I can get an ice cold Bush?
And the other record I picked up, I'm okay, thanks, Jay. I picked up one other record, and I paid a little bit of money for it. But dude, Miles Davis at the Fillmore. This is the Fillmore East. It came in 1970. Jay, same deal. No, it's not. What happened?
Unbelievable.
No, the light. The light. Okay. Turn the volume up on the light.
Turn the volume up.
Okay. I think everything's broken. This is a Fillmore East. Now here's the deal behind this record. It's a live album. The band recorded at Fillmore East, New York City, 4 consecutive days, June 17th through the 20th, 1970. Originally released as double LP. Featured a double keyboard setup. Davis toured in a few months with, now check this out, Keith Jarrett and Chick Corea. Both on this record. Chick Corea played electronic organ and Fender Rhodes, respectively.
Sure, they played guitar.
Compositions included, beside the standard I Fall in Love So Easily, tracks from his Fusion studio, Bitches Brew. The live performances were heavily edited by producer Teo Macero, and the results were named for days of the week the band performed. Only on the so the tracks are like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever, rather than the actual track names that are long as shit, but weird and funky. You ever heard this?
Yes, I have.
This is right up your alley, man.
Oh yeah.
Because it's
My dad has every Miles Davis album ever.
the way they get out there on this. They reminded me of you, like that kind of.
What does it pay for that?
It was a $12 record.
3.
Yeah, we're talking about prices craps, Jay.
3.
That's what everybody says.
3.
No, it's not. And I'm pretty. I'm not. That's why I bought 2 records this week. No, I got the Jimmy McGriff and the Miles Davis, and that's what I got. So I figured that was good enough for this week, because I'm running out of space. Tell a story. Let's talk about the riot. Pick a riot and talk about it.
Oh, I don't know, the famous Triangle Riot, or
Let's talk.
or any time Cowboy was there.
Or the Grifton riot.
Grifton Riot. Only within his own life.
Psyche. Tari, Pageant Tari.
I'm gonna have the stereo dog full on.
A new gentleman guest for the program this evening. We're going to come in and step in for a little dig of the week. So James did a little dig of the week, and so now we're going to have our new guest come in and do a little dig of the week as well, with some stuff he's played, as well as some other stuff you want to talk about. So switch out a little microphone action.
Bonnie Ray, give him something to talk about.
It's Bonnie. What?
Look at you right now.
Neither could Stevie Wonder, but everything worked out all right. Come on, Jay. Come on, Steve. Come on, CC. Pick up that guitar and talk to me. All right. New guest on the program, our main man, Terry. Thanks for joining us here, Terry.
Thank you.
For the first time.
Ever.
I don't know you as well as James, but we know each other, and you brought some records over here, and that's all that matters.
I did.
You got some good stuff, man. So you came over here. We're gonna play. We played some of your stuff. We're gonna play some of James's stuff. We're gonna kind of mix it up. Just get all this liquid with it, bro. It's so liquid, bro. But tell me about some of the stuff you brought over, man.
All right. First off, Ben Harper.
Oh,
Innocent
Ben
Criminals.
Harper. Love some Ben Harper, man.
Lifeline.
You wanna hold those up, James? You can hold them up to the LCD camera.
Recorded in 7 days in Paris.
Cool, man.
Incredible album.
Good stuff.
If you don't like it, I don't care.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just art, bro.
No, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a great
Juan
record.
Nelson, one of my idols, bass playing. He's the fattest, most awesome bass player alive. 12 donuts before every show.
Yeah? Or did he really?
Yes.
That's awesome. I like a cake donut.
Yes. Oh my God.
You a cake guy?
Right?
I don't like Krispy Kreme, which is
No.
sacrilege around here.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't trust anybody that puts things inside of donuts.
No. I like a cake donut,
That
black
could be hot French semen for all
and
we know.
black coffee. Black coffee, no cream, no sugar, and cake donut. That's grown man business.
That was
right there.
that was racist.
It's like a sponge for your coffee.
Yeah.
A sponge for your coffee.
It's like I'm a blue collar grown man. Here I am. Feel me. Need me.
Between the Buried and Me.
Oh, I don't have this one. I've got several between the buried and me, but I do not have
I
this
do
one.
have this one.
Local alert.
Yep, Winston-Salem, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Is this a,
Some of the
what's
most
his face
incredible
produced?
musicians alive. Jamie King, yes.
Jamie King produced this? Produced the 5L's first record.
Great album. Fun from beginning to end.
Terrible, but he did it. He did it. It's on his resume, motherfucker. You have to get jobs. Yeah.
New Faith No More.
Yeah.
As much as I love Faith No More, I have to say that this is probably my favorite album they ever put out.
Really?
It took me about 2 months to really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
which
good
is,
stuff.
Which is some of your best albums, you know, when you're
Absolutely.
listening to them and you're like, well, this is not
Nothing
all
takes-
that I signed up for.
I find over the years, nothing takes longer to grow on me more than King Crimson albums. King Crimson albums, well, for sure.
Unless it's on his
I had a lot of radiation. Because I've had cancer my whole life. I really hadn't either. I've had a lot of family members affected, and if you or a family member have been affected, consider donating to the American Cancer Society. You can reach them at americancancer.org.
Can we have a moment of silence?
But King Crimson is really the one that I find that I listen to a whole album. I'm like, what just happened? Nothing just happened. Nobody played any music.
Faith No More. Not
Yeah,
King Crimson.
but it's just that's kind of that vibe where it's like you listen to it through, and I'm like,
It's so great.
yeah, I like it, and then but the next time you hear it, you're like, oh wait, and then the third time it's like, whoa.
Yeah, at this point, there's like songs I crave every day. This
Yeah.
is one I'll put in the van at work and just be like,
Nice.
this is my life. And I brought like this because out of all the albums in my entire life,
Oh yeah.
this is my most formative album. The Chili Peppers.
Absolutely.
This album made me want to play bass guitar.
I was gonna say, Terry's a bass player. Now, what if you really had to list the bass players that really got you on it? What would you put up there?
That made me want to play.
Yeah, that just where you had to play.
The very, very first was Jennifer from Bad Brains.
Okay.
I love
All right.
it so much.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible, and that's what made me want to play. And then I heard Flea,
Yeah.
and of course it was a whole different take on the whole slap thing. It was very aggressive and what it was.
Sure.
And, yeah, I love that. Because at the time I was in the punk rock.
Absolutely.
I missed the whole hair metal thing because I was too
Yeah.
much into the Chili Peppers and Misfits.
But
But
that's interesting because you came on the last show we did. You came on and played one of our funkier, heavier, slap
that was
heavy
a great
songs.
song, man.
That are
I told
deceased bass
James when I
player.
heard it, I was like, "That's me. That's I would have wrote
Yeah,
that
and
song."
I mean, and there's not just anybody we would let. First of all, anybody that could handle it.
no,
get
and
it.
I was honored to do it.
That's like being like, oh, I'm gonna be in a Pink Floyd cover band. I'm gonna go up and play every Pink Floyd song. He's like, yeah, you motherfucker, you better be fucking all.
David Gilmour.
So that's kind of the same deal where you don't just grab a hold of that and do it. So, but that's what made me interested in assuming, like, because I know where Bo came from, and it was Cliff Burton, Les Claypool,
That's
Um,
of course.
Cat from Infectious Grooves.
Oh yeah.
What's his
and,
name?
Robert Trujillo.
Robert Trujillo.
Good God.
So those, I knew those are where Bo came from. So it's interesting to see kind of where a similar type bass player, but it's
Well, when I was
a
a
little
kid,
different.
When I was a kid and I grew up, man, it was really strict what I could bring into my home, and like
That's his consideration. The
My
South, for
family
sure.
could only listen. They all listen to Motown.
Yeah.
So that kind of made me put the whole bass thing.
Yeah.
The first really
Donald Duck Dunn, baby.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Parliament was really the first thing I ever remember hearing that was infectious to me. And Cool in the Gang.
Absolutely.
Cool in the Gang, man. And we have this.
Oh yeah, we played this. This actually came in what
He
we
is
played.
fucking legend.
That was good, man.
Yeah, man. Band out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Tragic Hero Records, local label.
Yeah, it was really good. I was really impressed
Incredible
with that.
band, man. They need to be signed to a major label and they need to make lots of money. The one thing you'll discover about these guys when you listen to them is you can listen to every single album they've ever done, and they are very conscious about everything. Every single album is a different album. Completely. They use different amps. They use different sounds. They go out of their way to make sure it sounds nothing like the last album.
Wow, that's cool.
And it took a while.
I appreciate
Honestly,
that.
when this come out, I listened to it and I was like, guys, this sucks. You know? And then a month later, I was like, okay, this is what's coming.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So
but
when is that? When's that from? What year?
This is last year.
Like last year. Yeah, I know it was
Last
fairly recent.
They have a new one they're recording right now. A new one will be released in the summer. So, yeah, he's legend. Check it out.
That is awesome. What else you got?
I think that was it.
That was
man.
it?
Yeah, I didn't bring a lot because, you know, you're not going to play a lot of stuff.
No, man. We do it all, baby. We do it all. Man, I've got ISIS. I've got
ISIS?
Sabbath. I've got Brian Eno. I've got
You've got ISIS?
yeah, the band ISIS. I've got
Are
Doc,
they the ones that are causing all the trouble?
Doc Watson. From Doc Watson to Brian Eno to Sabbath to Between the Buried and Me. We'll do it all, baby. We do it all. Yeah, we will. But I tell you, before
Can we
we
have a 3.5-inch party so I can join?
The ladies will love it.
we'll just
Ladies' favorite segment, the 7-inch segment.
I'll just learn how to fold my shit in half. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial break and come back with a quick soda speak and chip chat. So we appreciate everybody staying tuned with us here on this episode of Grown Man Record Night. And we'll be right back right after this quick commercial message.
At Plato's retreat, you can make your dreams come true. Fulfill your wildest fantasies, we've got them all for you. The pleasure and the fun will keep you feeling young. It's for you. It's for you.
Plato's Retreat, located in the Ansonia Hotel, is a unique club open to free-thinking adult couples. We offer a relaxing, no-pressure environment, complete with heated swimming pool and that great disco beat. Plato's may not be for everyone, but you won't know until you try it. For more information, call...
The pleasure and the fun will keep you feeling young. It's for you. It's for you. Plato's Retreat. It's for you. Come and see. It's for you.
I didn't use my antiperspirant yesterday, and I may not today because I feel really dry, even though I perspire heavily. The reason, Mitchum, a spray powerful enough for problem perspiration. With Mitchum, I can even skip a day and remain dry. You can feel the power of its exclusive spray, yet Mitchum is buffered to be mild. Mitchum, in scented or unscented spray, and in cream, liquid, or stick. Mitchum, for problem perspiration.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Once a child wants to spell, the spell is cast. Speak and Spell from Texas Instruments.
That is correct.
With snap-in modules with hundreds more words for growing minds.
You are right.
Speak and Spell, part of a family of products for richer tomorrows from the Learning Center of Texas Instruments. Because a child's tomorrow is never just... Once a child wants to spell, the spell is cast.
Speak and Spell from Texas Instruments.
That is correct.
With snap-in modules with hundreds more words for growing minds.
You are right.
Speak and Spell, part of a family of products for richer tomorrows from the Learning Center of Texas Instruments. Because a child's tomorrow.
All right, see, that's what I'm talking about. Jay, get that shit out of the shot.
No, check the levels.
The shit's in the shot, Jay.
Check the levels. Turn the dials if you have to.
No. Okay, this is what I was talking about. I just switched to the new.
It's like a switch.
No, I just switched to the Windows 10. All of a sudden, the rejoin that what we do after the commercials.
Oh,
not in the freaking. He's fine.
No. Check the levels.
Not in the lineup here, so I had to re-import the rejoin
during the break.
We had cameraman join us. When's the last time you joined us? When you left? Oh, hey Jay, go grab that bag of records.
You know, I've joined you about 3 months ago, but I've not been on air for.
You know what's something about?
I've been on air, but it was embarrassing, and there was some talk about how embarrassing it was.
But here's something we should have included with Dig of the Week. These are your records.
What?
Boss Man hooked us up with these for Christmas, and you've not been here, so you get to open these for Christmas.
Well,
yeah, these are your records.
What a bargain.
Yeah. So check them out.
It actually says what a bargain right there.
Yeah, open them up. See what you got.
Is this really mine?
Yeah, these are your records.
I'm excited.
Nobody knows what they are except
I don't either.
Yeah, except the bag.
I'm about to find out.
Cofields a David Bowie record?
No. Jay?
He's dead, Jay. Let's have some respect.
Cofields a Firehouse record?
I don't want to get rid of the bag because look how cool that is.
The cat slept
Jay,
on
will
it.
you give it up close to that?
The cat slept on that for weeks. All right, what you got on there? Oh wow! That's got Nielsen.
Right off the bat.
Are you serious?
Right off the bat, one of my favorite categories is a soundtrack. I'm a sucker for a soundtrack, and this is an especially good soundtrack for Midnight Cowboy.
Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. Hold that guy up.
I think that's John Voight's Chrysler.
Yeah.
Seinfeld reference.
Absolutely.
I got that.
Wow, that's cool. What else you got?
I got Super Hits Volume 2.
Is that Atlantic? Are those Atlantic compilations?
This is one of my favorite things about like when you take something and put it out on your own.
Yep.
The key is
played and sung.
Played and sung like the original hits.
The 60s.
So it's awesome. Country and Western chartbuster Jerry Reed has a hit.
Oh, really?
With his "When You're Hot, You're Hot." So I'm guessing.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Somebody else will sing this for me.
That's one of my favorite songs.
On this record. Wait a minute. This is sealed.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, that's sealed.
It's sealed. Oh my God, this is great. Wait, this was for Christmas.
Oh wow, yeah, this is for Christmas. Oh wow, I kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Wow, you may have had the best score of them.
Davy Jones is not this week, by the way.
Jay. Spirit of '67.
Paul Revere and the Raiders.
I've actually seen this for more.
Oh, and it's got a wonderful explanation of everybody and everything on the back.
That's awesome. You got a little. Is that a Boy George?
Yes, it is. It's a promo Boy George.
Is that? I really don't want to hurt you.
Don't take my mind on a trip, girlfriend.
And hurt you.
Don't take my mind on a trip. Honestly, I don't know that offhand.
Wow.
I don't know what that sounds like.
No, but I know somebody in the VC that would eat this up.
This is another 12-inch. Carl Kennedy and Johnny Gleason.
I don't know that.
More solid club malarkey from Tool Room.
Malarkey?
I love malarkey.
Okay.
And this one that bombed on Stealth a few weeks back.
That must be a hit song.
Well, it's got a release date of March 5, 2005. So that'll be interesting to see what that is. I mean, is that that's a 12-inch, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's a 12-inch
single.
Single.
It's a 12-inch single, yeah.
I mean, all LPs are 12 inches, right?
Yeah.
Let's be technical about things.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
Let's get up on it.
We got Roger Bobo Tuba.
I don't know nothing about that. Okay.
Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this.
I don't know nothing about it. Look, Eric Carmen.
Well, this is a gatefold.
Yeah, it's Eric Carmen though. I don't want to know nothing about Eric Carmen. But what's the other one? No, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know more about this?
No, I don't want anything.
We can talk about it. Hold on, let's talk about it.
I don't want anything.
It's got lyrics inside. I want to read you some lyrics.
No.
Nowhere to hide. Lovers come and lovers go, but it's never twice the same.
Yeah.
Happiness is hard to show when you're all numb to the pain. And I've been floating around like an old newspaper, blowing down some windy street, feeling so alone and incomplete.
Yeah.
Chorus.
No.
It says chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Yeah.
Jimmy Roselle, Life and Love Italian
Is that
style.
sealed too?
No, it's not sealed, but it still has the original
shrink on it. Okay.
Oh, this looks like. I'm guessing mid-60s just by the look of it. I have no idea, but it looks. All the song names are in a foreign language. Foreign. Are these really my records?
Yeah, they're your records.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Isn't that cool?
This is great.
Yeah, that's a present from Leach and or from the Boss Man.
The Boss Man rules.
Yeah, that's right from Rochester.
Really?
The record archive.
He dug them up there.
Yeah, the record archive. They do like.
He goes up there frequently, doesn't he?
Yeah, me and Jay and Steve and you all got those for Christmas.
That is great.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
All right, let's get a little bit into So to Speak this evening. So what we got going on this evening, So to Speak, is it's a brand we've done before, but this is the diet version, and it's the Big Daddy size of the Dad's Old-Fashioned Root Beer. Okay. Now we've done versions of this and whatnot, and I like it. You like a cream soda? Well, this is a root beer.
I do.
This is a root beer. I could have swore this was supposed to be a cream soda.
It's a root beer.
It's a root beer. You like a diet root beer?
I like diet nothing.
You don't like anything that's diet?
No, I like Pepsi Max.
Okay.
Because of all the caffeine.
But it's not very cold. Carl it. That's what Carl did here.
You should have seen it. It was
You see what I did? I wrapped my shit around the top like this.
Literally, I'm gonna
so
do
I
it.
can drink off my
I'm gonna do
hand.
it. I'm gonna do
Carl
it. He went
was
like
trying
this.
to imitate me and did this. And poured it all down himself. And everybody's like, actually you hear Ryan off camera go, Carl, what the fuck are you doing? And Carl's like, what?
I need a napkin. I got a shirt.
But
that's good.
It's not bad.
Except for the aspartame.
You can taste that on the back
Tastes
end.
like
cancer.
it tastes like something other than sweet.
It tastes like prostate
At
cancer.
first it comes across as really sweet.
I really poured most of it down my beard. Let me
No,
know a little more.
no, but at first it comes across as really sweet, like a really sweet root beer. But then when it hits you, you taste the back end and it's like aspartame. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that ruins
Anybody?
everything.
I don't taste the diet on it.
You don't? It's a good thing, Joe.
She said.
It's okay.
Hey, look, you're not getting fat while you're drinking it.
I wouldn't spend super money on this or nothing.
I'd give 50 cents for that bottle.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, sure it is. But I would give 50 cents or I wouldn't buy it.
But dude,
99 cents.
That's a lot.
$1.37.
I pretty much only buy diet sodas, except for when we're doing the show here. And but that tastes even more diety than the shit that I'm used to.
I think the reason it tastes so diety is the, here we go, juxtaposition of the root beer flavor, which is clearly there.
Has a certain thing. That herbal,
which the diet is
Yep.
in contrast with.
That's exactly right. That herbal root beer and the aspartame kind of hit one another right in the middle.
Yep.
That's the problem.
It doesn't work. I'm
That's the
sorry,
problem.
Granddad or whoever that was. Who was it?
You're right. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Was that Granddad?
It's the aspartame smacking that ass.
Do we always?
Was it aspartame though? We have to actually find out what the sweetener was. What was it?
Um,
It may be something other than aspartame. Could be Splenda or Nuvia. What's that other one?
It's sucralose. That's sucralose.
HF.
But that no. Sucralose is not.
No, sucralose is.
That's the better of the choices for diet.
It still tastes like other
That
than sugar.
really tastes diety.
It tastes other than sugar. That's all.
But sucralose is not bad. I'm pretty surprised at that.
I don't know what's bad or what's good.
No, I'm pretty surprised at that.
I am too.
Okay,
But I don't like it.
well, let's go from that right into a chip chat. If this graphic even works. Now we've had these came from the Boston, I believe. No. Black. Now we've been requested to do these tonight.
Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna crinkle it near my microphone.
Yeah. So say the name of that company. Paki. What's the deal about them? What's on the back? Read about it.
Don't worry, be Taki. No MSG, no artificial flavors, nut-free. Woo! And no preservatives.
Pernicious anemia.
No preservatives. Fresh from Ostein, Texas.
Texas company.
Ostein.
I feel like all that was
Okay.
wrong.
It's all wrong.
But this is a haunted ghost pepper chili.
Oh wait, no, are you gonna feed me that?
Yeah. Now we've done ghost pepper sauce on
I'm
the
not
show
sure about the
tonight.
ghost pepper stuff, dude. I'm not sure about that.
I'm not
I
either.
didn't sign on for this.
I'm not
I
either.
did not sign on for this.
That's what makes for good internet.
Can I get another beer
television.
first?
This is what makes for good internet television is the fact that we're both pretty much not on board with it.
You're not on board either?
This is how internet works.
Thank you.
Terry? Jay? Greg?
Yeah, I want one before you show it. I'm on. Oh, that's his favorite game. He loves that game. It doesn't smell hot. It does not smell hot.
It smells like a regular Dorito.
It smells like a regular Dorito.
Okay. Let's do it.
Oh, the heat actually starts to hit a little early.
It's a tangy heat.
It's not overwhelming at all, but you feel it hit early.
They're no joke, but they're no joke, but it's a hot show. Don't be.
They have.
There it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hot.
No, they've done a really good job of dialing that back, though. It's not too much. It's not too much, but it starts to hit you a little bit like it might be too much, but it's not quite.
Yeah, come talk to me tomorrow about it.
Oh, no. I'm going to dump on myself right here in the
Oh, those
chair.
are hot. They don't go away. See what it's doing?
It's a hanging
Yeah,
out.
you feel
It's
it
still
hanging
building,
out.
too.
I clean medium.
Yeah, that's nice.
But you see how
It's
it still
good.
hangs with you?
It's good, man. They've
I
not,
ate one and I've not went back. And it's
They've
still
not pushed
going.
it.
Makes me sexually excited.
It's still going.
it is literally freaking hot. And not, like, freaking hot sounds like, hey, yeah, give me one.
Wow.
Give me one.
No, that's one.
Give me two. I mean, I could eat the whole bag and it
Pee
would
in
still
that
be
bag.
this
I'd like
hot.
another one, please.
But it will be this hot
They're
for
not
like
responding
5 more
right now.
hours, right?
At least one more.
Yeah. Get you about 3 more.
Okay.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Start to chip chip.
That's a good start.
Was that the start?
No, that was it.
Oh, wait.
There we go.
I'm gonna do one. And they're really hot though.
That's
They are hot. Wow. That's a better chip that we've had this year,
Yeah, I'm
But-
really happy about that.
but it is hot.
Oh, it's very hot.
It stays with you. Let's hold it back up. Let's give these guys a little
It's
dude.
like wasabi. It's a good hot.
It is still building.
Should have been like the Grand Valley.
Man, no, that's it. We're only doing the one chip.
That's all chip.
Nothing after that can compare.
Because that,
Nothing marinade.
Holy hell. That's hot.
Let me
yeah,
let me read the warning. The contents of this bag are extremely frightening. I disagree with that. They're not frightening.
no, but I still only have the one. and
Paki
it's hot.
is not. I have two.
Still hot.
Paki is not responsible for any injuries. Use of gloves and safety goggles is encouraged. Common side effects include addiction to burning pain, blurred vision. Well, my blurred vision is not a result of the chips.
No, you got a brain tumor.
And a lot of alcohol.
Does it mention scalp scabs at all? I've got this thing going on in my head.
No, wait, no, it does. It mentions pepper potato starch.
What about,
like that's the medical term for scalp scab.
now what I have going on, I have a large portion of my head. And
No, what you have
deal
going
with
on,
it.
you have a bunch of small tumors that you've not had imaged yet.
Yeah.
Because you're scared to, but your brain is riddled with. How many small tumors do you think you
I
have?
have a lot.
200?
I have a hard time processing a lot of things that should be fairly
These are fucking hot.
They're routine.
These are hot. They're very hot. In a good way though. It's not. It really does not hit you too hard. It's just it wakes you the fuck up.
Well, the bag is
It wakes you the fuck up.
the bag is black. Have you guys not seen Tuskegee Airmen movie?
They're black people. Tuskegee Airmen were black people.
Yeah.
So were the Black Panthers. Yep.
You want to do a little guy? Grab the little guy.
What's the white one? Grab the white bag. Jay, no, Jay. Grab the white bag.
What?
The white bag. No, the white bag. Dude, the white bag. There's no white bag, man.
Jay was looking for it. All right, we're 116. Let's call it. Yeah, well, let's call it. Let's call it. That's a good one. I don't want to do any more because my mouth is. It's a hot chip, but it's very good. So we're gonna go to some great music, man, and always remember that this program kills fascists. So what I really appreciate all of our friends hanging out with us here this evening, here in the studio. It's been a really live experience. Some folks have not been here before. Some folks have not been here in a long time, and some folks that haven't been here recently. And we're really glad to have been your host for this Friday evening entertainment here on Grown Man Record Night. And you know what?
They're so hot.
You know what? Next week, folks, we'll come back and we'll have a brand new show for you. And we'll have some other things to talk about.
2 weeks from now,
And,
we'll be an extra. 2 weeks from now, will be an extra 14 days.
Yeah. Oh, total.
Unless it's a leap year.
Closer to 10.
So we appreciate you.
Believe me.
We thank you for joining us. And we'll check you next time. We'll have brand new things to sit around and talk about here on another episode of Grown Man Record Night. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time.
It's going away.
Live